Okay, so we're back with Sydney. We've got Franklin out here for a distraction. I like to have a little bit of a distraction, so there's a lot going on with the dog. So we have just done the walking with the leash, and we're going to start her on the coming. We've started with the dog understanding that it's turning off the pager by moving in your direction. So what we want to do is wait until she's got her back turned and call her. And I will tell you, this dog has a history of not coming when it's called, so it's important that you wait. All right, go ahead. So it took a few nicks there. All right, now really make a big fuss over her. And that's the most important thing. You want to make a big fuss when they first start out like this. Of course, we're using a controlled environment where the dog cannot get away. And in the beginning, I always have them drag the leash. In case you get to a little impasse, you can get the leash and pull them to you. The most important thing that they need to understand right now is that, you know, I'm turning off the pager or the nick by going to the handler. All right, go ahead and let her be all through, and then we want to have a release command. Come on, Frank. Thank you. All right, call her.
Sydney, come here. Come here, Sydney. Come on. Sydney, come here. Sydney, come on. Come on.
Make a big fuss now. Good girl. That's the most important thing, is you want to make a big fuss. And what we're trying to accomplish here is not to punish the dog for not coming, but to repeatedly allow the successful behavior to occur. All right, so let her be all through. And this is very informal in the sense that we're not, you know, again, not demanding that the dog sit or anything like that. And if we've kind of got another dog, a distraction going on. Frank. All right, call her.
Sydney, come here.
Big fuss. So you want to be able to get the successful behavior to occur repeatedly in a very short amount of time. But you've got to be prepared to use the nick, a tap, 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 and let them see. All right, let her go away. All right, go ahead, call her.
Sydney, come here. Come here, Sydney. Come on. Sydney, come on. Sydney, come on. Sydney. Come here, Sydney. Sydney, come here. Come here, Sydney.
So I got her with several nicks right there. All right, call her.
Here, Sydney. Sydney. Sydney, come on. Sydney, come on. Come on, Sydney. Sydney, come here. Come here.
Make a big fuss. Good girl. And that's the most important thing. You really want to exaggerate the choices. And it's just going to depend on the dog. Some dogs are going to mostly just be using the pager, and other dogs like this, I had the nick set all the way up right there. All right, let her be all through. All right, kind of back up a little bit, move away from her. In the beginning, you want to stay fairly in the same area. We're not trying to play hide and seek with the dog. All right, just ignore her, just ignore her. All right, no, not yet. It's important that you wait until the dog has got her back turned. Because we're trying to teach that behavior of the dog turning and coming to you. So again, this dog has never had a collar on before. It is not something that upsets him. All right, go ahead and call her. Big fuss, big fuss. Good girl. And a lot of times we won't use treats in the initial stage. This dog is, you know, not been here before, so it's somewhat distracted by the environment. Big fuss, very soothing petting. All right, good. All right, and if they just come up to you again, just ignore them. All right, call her to you. Big fuss, big fuss. Good girl. What a wonderful dog. Such a good girl. All right, so we'll just do it a couple more times and we'll end it for today. But you want to, once you get to this point, you don't want to let the dog out without the collar on. I usually let them drag the leash around for at least a week. That way if they got up under the picnic table or something, you can page them and use the leash to pull them out of there. And again, the point is to let the dog be successful. All right, let her be all through. Call Frankie over there.
Come here, Frankie. Come here, Frankie. Come on, Frankie. Come on.
And if you're going to have a dog for a distraction, you need to use a really well-balanced, quiet dog like Franklin. All right, that's good. Let her go. Frank. All right, collar. Good. So that's really where you kind of want to be with the first session. Remember, the main points here are that the dog is got its back turned and that we're using a controlled environment. All right, let's do it one more time.